Okay, year 9. So I did a video before and turns out I didn't have my microphone on. So I've got that on now. Hopefully this works this time. Your work isn't going to be too difficult. In fact, you're pretty much just going to continue with what we have been doing. So what you're going to need to do is to go to code.org, and that link is on the classroom if you don't remember it or can't remember code.org, and click continue with Google over here on the right. You'll log in with your school account. So I've already got mine here, and I will allow that. If it asks you to allow it, click allow. And you guys will see like current section, I think, and you can continue into there. So for what that means for me and what I see, and whoops, I've gone the wrong way. So I want to go back. The teacher's navigation of this is a real nightmare. So I click view course here. So I've hidden some of these so that you can't actually see them, the ones that I don't want you to do. So the ones that you should have done, you've done some of these in class. So 3, 4, and 5, I think we did in class. If you haven't done 5, take your time to go through it. Now remember, it doesn't check whether you've got the answer right or not. Okay, you have to kind of check that yourself by, have you got the correct output? Does it look like the thing that you're trying to create? Have you followed the instructions? So there's instructions on each of them. If I open this one up, for example, it will give me some instructions here, and it says run the program to see how it works. Talks a little bit about random number at the top there. Run the program to see how it works, and change the program so that both eyes are always the same random size. You'll only need to make changes to one line of code. Okay, and some of you figured that out, and if you'd gone through the previous ones, you would have seen how to do that. So don't just jump to this, you go through the previous ones and you'll be all good. So for this week or the first week of term, it doesn't really matter how you do it. I'm only going to give you 2 weeks of work. This will be the only video I really make for year 9. There's not much more that I need to cover here. This online course is pretty good. I will check things, so I'll check stuff throughout the next 4 weeks. But the way I would break it down is next week, or week 1, whatever you want to do, is sprites. So you're going to work your way through these here. You can watch the videos, adding images. You can get your own images for that. Making scenes down here. So this course has a little bit of a game development focus, looking at creating some games using some really simple Java code. And this would be week 1, and this one here as well, the draw loop. Okay, so lesson 6 and 7, they're the draw loop. Now I've hidden number 8 because it is an unplugged activity that you kind of do in a big group, which we can't do. So we're not worrying about number 8. Then for the second week, you're going to do lesson 9, so sprite movement, and I've also unplugged that. Hidden the unplugged one. The unplugged activities like in-class things where you do it as a group, we can't do them, so we're not going to. And number 11. Now you can go on from there because there is a little bit more. So lesson 12, keyboard input. Okay, I'd like you to keep doing that one. And then other forms of input here. So down to lesson 13 is roughly where you should be by the time we come back to school in about 4 weeks. Lesson 14 is the project. You can have a crack at that one if you want to, but it's not necessary. We'll do that at school. Like I said here, the ones that you see, you pretty much just go through to the end of this chapter. So up to lesson 13. I will make that visible, and I'll make that visible, and I've hidden project 14, but I will make it visible. So you can go up to the end of chapter 1, but where you need to get up to is the end of lesson 13. How you want to break that down, if you just want to do it all at once, that's fine. If you want to, do a little bit every day, that's okay as well. If you have any questions, email me. You can just post a comment under this video if you want to, and I'll get back to you, or you can email me on my teacher email address, and I'll get back to you quicker probably. See you later.